Are you going me to come get her?
If you would understand anything, observe its beginnings and its development. Aristotle. After rigorous research and personal experience, I understand the history of scoliosis and its treatments. It is my hopes that my research will give you a better understanding of scoliosis and its treatments. 2 to 3% of the world's population is affected by scoliosis. Merriam-Webster defines scoliosis as a lateral curvature of the spine. According to WebMD, anything that measures 10 degrees or more on X-ray is considered scoliosis. Scoliosis is a sideways curve of the spine, usually in a C or S shape. It often shows up in a child or teenager, although it can occur in adulthood as well. Scoliosis was first documented by ancient Greek scholars. We have known about it for at least 2.5 millennia. Hippocrates had extensive writing about curvature of the spine. Present-day experts concur that there are no major differences in his description and present-day understanding of scoliosis. There was a breakthrough in the 1930s. J.R. Cobb, an American surgeon, came up with a measurement system that we continue to use today. It is called a Cobb angle measurement. His work made an effort to avoid unnecessary surgery as treatment for scoliosis. In the early 1970s, Ambrose Paire discovered that continuous bracing stopped the progression of scoliosis. Bracing was not a new concept, but Paire was the first to implement continuous bracing until the progression stops or the child stops growing. There are many different types of scoliosis: idiopathic, congenital, degenerative, and neuromuscular. Idiopathic, meaning unknown, accounts for 80% of the cases. Kids between the ages of 10 to 15 during growth spurts is usually when scoliosis shows up. It's 10 times more likely girls will be worse and require intervention. Family history and genetics can be a risk factor for developing idiopathic scoliosis. Some early signs and symptoms include an uneven shoulder blade, waist or hip, one shoulder blade that looks bigger or protrudes, rib cages that stick out. Scoliosis can cause low back pain, numbness, stiffness, pain in the legs, and fatigue due to muscle strain. Pediatricians, early diagnosis is key to prevent worsening. Pediatricians will often ask the child to bend at the waist with their arms dangling to see if the spine appears curved. If this is suspected, X-ray will be ordered to diagnose. Mild scoliosis typically does not require treatment. Pediatricians may just monitor it. Some types of treatment are braces, spinal fusion surgery, or spine and rib-based growing intervention. In growing kids, a brace may be worn to stop the curve from getting worse. As you can see, braces are made of rigid plastic, and the child wears them for 18 to 24 hours a day. November 2021, my daughter was diagnosed with scoliosis. Because my mother has scoliosis, I was aware of the signs and symptoms, and we caught it early. But even though we caught it early, it has progressed rapidly due to her growth spurts. She is currently at 36 degrees and is now required to wear a brace to prevent further progression of curvature. The sooner scoliosis is discovered, the sooner it can be treated. The key is early intervention. Scoliosis affects between 140 to 210 million people, but only 70% do not require intervention. 30% require bracing, and only 10% require medical procedures. Even children that require bracing can live normal lives, attend school, and even participate in activities. 2 to 3% of the world's population is affected by scoliosis. In summary, I hope that you have attained knowledge about scoliosis and its treatments and the importance of early diagnosis. Thank you.
Thank you.